Alright, this is Jim, also known as Final Neuron, back for another episode in our Ogre Battle 64 Let's Play series. Let's get into it. So now we've been sent up to Dardanelles. It says the crossroads, which that would make it a pretty important location to take. And after we've captured that, we'll have Alba Castle surrounded. So we'll get to see our best friend, General Dardanelles, next after that. Here we go. Did you ever wonder why this game was called Ogre Battle? Okay. All right. I've got a voice for this guy. It's been a while, Dardanelles. Sir Baldwin, it is nice to see you again. What brings you here? Do you need to take care of some business? The southern region is in a terrible condition. Am I to be punished? No, I didn't come here for that. But the Triumvirate is taking the matter quite seriously. Punishment is inevitable. I personally believe that it wasn't completely your fault, and you have been a good to me for a long time. There is a way to put a quick end to the revolution and redeem yourself. Are you willing to try it? What is that? This will grant you power. There are some risks involved, though. Reporting as requested, sir. What was his voice? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Long time no see, Isom. Right? Last time we met, we were still on opposing sides. I'm destined for Rhoda. Glad to make your acquaintance. Me too. I apologize for the other day. What? I lashed out at you without understanding the intentions of the Revolutionary Army. Oh, that. It's no big deal. You're here with me by your own will. That's the important thing. Thank you, Destin. All right, next topic. Was that a topic? What? Was that a topic? There's a reason why we wanted you to come here. Currently, the reinforcements from the Central Division are heading for Ogre Castle. I want you to liberate this area and prepare for the encounter with the enemy reinforcements. And at the same time, we will conduct the assault on Ogre Castle. I see. Leave this area to me. We're relying on you, Isom. Now, let me explain the details. Let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get started. Okay. Right. The town of Romella will be our headquarters for this operation. Fort Akisis, a day and a half to the east, is our destination. We must liberate the fort. You can either travel east through the mountains, or you can go north and liberate Melfi, then travel the road east. Ellipsis. There are unconfirmed rumors that the Southern Division has sent reinforcements here. There's no way for us to verify that. Be very careful. Okie doke. So, it's sort of, as Hugo said, we do have that neutral city in the south, which we're going to have to put in some effort to protect it. Anything heads down that way damaged, and it's going to be hard to catch up. So, yeah. We're just going to have to try to make sure nothing can get down there. That's it. Otherwise, we're just going to smash them like we do. It is all up to us whether the revolution succeeds or fails. The course of the revolution depends on the outcome of this operation. See, Isom, you're not as useless as you thought. Yeah, of course. We've got that doll mage coming up from the south, from the neutral city that we've got to make sure he doesn't get his hands on. Great. Great. So, for the first time, we've got a massive stack of, what is this, 10 units? 10 units. We've got a lot to play with. Also, this is a shop, so how about we go ahead and see if there's anything we need. That's it. Yeah, not much. The Stallmaster is pretty much a neutral unit. We can send anybody after him. I've got a small idea of what I want to do with him. This city up here north of our headquarters is a priority. It's so close that I don't want them to be able to just continuously send units across there. Having a staging ground where they can just keep launching at us and healing up and launching at us. Yeah, I think we'll send Woody up there. The two fencers need to get their alignment down a little. So it'd be nice to keep them active this time. I've got a bunch of units that need more experience. The same goes with Rebecca. Her dragons need to get their alignment down a little bit if possible. So I'm going to use her as my flanker. I'm going to try to hit this guy in such a way that when I beat him, he gets pushed away from the neutral city. And then over here, due east of headquarters by the road, is another fairly middling city. So we're going to do what we normally do there. We're going to take a more positive leaning unit and send them, and then also a more negative leaning unit, a more chaotic unit. Woody can do it. Aha, sorceress. So she's chaotic, but she's got a platinum dragon that's very lawful. Considering that she's front and center, maybe I'll just have Dio hunt that group down. And while we're at it, he's going to need reinforcements. We'll send someone fairly positively aligned up there like Leia. And here's another wizard coming down the road at us. What does he have? Oh, he's got an ogre. Putting the ogre in ogre battle. Ogres are like golems, except they do a lot more damage. And they take more damage. They get 3 strikes in the front. So they're a lot more dangerous than golems, at least at this point. Goblins are footmen, more or less. Alright, and because I've got other units out, hopefully we can get Rebecca to flank this dude. That's not really the angle I wanted, but we'll see. We'll see. Hit points are looking good so far. They haven't really gone after my leader, which I would prefer they hit her a little. The reason she's in the middle is to share damage. Looks like we did really well there. Came out ahead. So how does he retreat? That's not good. That's not good. We're going to send her towards the stronghold just to make sure she makes the best time possible. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be close. I don't like it. All right, Woody, take a break. And we're going to let Shirley handle this unit. Hopefully. It is an ogre unit. I'm going to have to reset, aren't I? He's a soldier from the Central Division. I knew about the reinforcements, but who did this before we even arrived? Help! Someone help me! What? What? Boom. Looks like the Southern Division's here. Come on, everybody, let's go. What is that? Ogres? That's right. And you know how to handle ogres, right? Kill the wizard. The best way to handle an ogre is not to handle an ogre. Ouch! So he did 30 on his hit. He gets 3 of those hits. That's about enough to finish off my baby dragon by itself. So hopefully he just doesn't focus my baby dragon. Ugh. Oh, here we go. And man, he can't crit. Do not let him crit. So I'm going to go ahead and flee after my set of attacks here because, man, that ogre, even if he, you know, okay, I was wrong. We have to consider. We might be able to push them back. No, I think they've done a lot more damage than me. So I'm going to have to retreat either way. The only question is, do I take an extra hit from that ogre on my dragon? And if I do, he'll be at 50 hit points. There's no way he can tank. So, no. We're sending him home. We'll go ahead and send Woody back, too. I don't want him to fight that unit for morale reasons. Alignment reasons. Why this game decided to have two different metrics for basically the same thing, I have no idea. So, Katreda, she might actually be ideal for going up against this unit. Katreda was the pink cleric that we picked up last time around. She's Aznabel's daughter. And, yeah, we've got plans for her. Oh, come on. There's another unit. Ugh. So if I go to the south, another ambush unit appears right next to the neutral city. Good job, good job. There's nothing like tanking something by dodging it. It's the best kind of tanking. Looks like they get 2 more attacks, so they get 2 attacks in the front. And you are dinner. Yeah, that puts us ahead. We win on that. That baby dragon's alignment keeps going up. I'm a little worried because if his alignment goes up too high, he won't be a thunder dragon. He'll be something else. And we've already got a dragon like that we're developing for surely. So I really don't want him to gain too much more of his alignment. I wonder if putting it on weakest will make them... That's good. That's good. Eat the doll. So now I get to put her in a different position to make sure she doesn't keep taking all the damage. Yeah. Like having her in the middle of the formation. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Having her in the middle of the formation to help share damage. It's a good thing. Until she gets weak, like she did here. In which case she needs to get a little more protected. So hopefully that'll do it. I'm going to have her go ahead and try to finish off this unit and then run. That Beastmaster, Beast Tamer, whatever, doesn't seem too interested in taking the city yet. Cool. Go ahead and come out where I can fight you without worrying that you'll instantly capture that city. And Katreda, straight into combat. Make sure she's hitting leader. This is a brand new group, so they had no battle strategy set. Oof. Even an ogre takes 18. Excuse me. Even a golem takes 18 from the ogre. However, I've got a cleric. The only problem is one of my golems is kind of low level. Oof. And the other one is okay level. Any more healing? No. No more healing. Yeah, they win. They win. That's fine, though. Obviously, from now on, whenever we attack that ogre's group, the ogre will be in the rear of the formation. Makes it a lot easier to handle it. Alright, let's take Rebecca and move her back up to headquarters. Hopefully we can lure that beast tamer up. And as soon as Shirley and Woody get back, they're going to have to turn back around. That's fine. North side, Dio. Would you please kill that sorceress for me? I really like sword masters. They have lower hit points than knights, but they have a higher agility, so they have a tendency to block. Thank you. Thank you. And I like that. And I think they have a higher tendency to crit as well. So it's kind of nice to have something that's maybe not quite so tanky, a little more vulnerable to magic in that way, but very good at dealing out physical damage. All throughout the game, you come across enemy units that are just not equipped to deal with lots of physical damage. We took care of that problem for now. Dio's going to take the city. Leia will back him up. We got a sorceress coming in. She's got 2 dragons. This is a terrible group, though. They'll get 1 breath attack in the back, which is alright. And they'll get 1 bite attack on the side. And 1 spell. It's just not that strong. Dio liberated Melfi. Let's see what the people of Melfi have to tell us. You're going to Latium? You aren't? This is the crossroads of Dardanelles connecting Alba, Capitrium, and Latium. It's a melting pot of peoples and cultures. You have to pass through here if you want to go anywhere in Palatinus. I'm sure you'll be here often. Okay. Sounds like a good territory to have control of. So we've got 2 incoming. I'm not awfully worried about that sorceress. Like, to the point that I'm just going to ignore her. I'm chasing this one down. Who should flank the beast man? You know what? Let's let Isom do it. I'm not sure I've even looked at his group. What's in his group? A hound in the front, which is not great. And then 2 of these goblins, which are, not a big deal. So there's a knight sitting on this city, Little John. He's knight front and center, 2 footies in bad spots, and a wizard. Yeah, again, that's sort of a C-grade unit. I'm not too worried about it. One advantage to just sitting on your city and letting the enemy units come to you, nice crit, is when they fight you, if you have more than 1 unit on the city, they have 0 chance to escape. 0 chance. They will fight the entire stack of your people there. Whereas for your people, they can retreat and just let the next person in the stack fight. Dio, finish it. I'm not sure arrows are ever good against dragons. I feel like they're always bad. Odds are really high she just books it out of here. So let's go ahead and send Leia after her. Just more of a scout than anything else. And she'll probably trail her up to this fort up here in the north. Katreda is still chasing. And Isom is still getting into position. Good. Good, good, good. Don't know whether he'll actually end up having to fight this guy, but he's in a position to stop him, if nothing else. So who should take the fight? Someone we want to be more positively aligned. So it can be Shirley. Somebody that can tank it. Shirley can tank it okay if she's healed. Are you? She's healed. Yeah, she can tank it. And then as long as she's able to get some damage in, we can send in Troy as the follow-up. Katreda may not catch that wizard. Attacking leader. Oof. That hound on that. Okay. Alright. Ooh. We're going to have to retreat as soon as all of our attacks are done. Oh, no we won't. No we won't. As long as the hound doesn't crit. We may still retreat as soon as... Good, 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 good. Okay, we may still retreat as soon as we're done attacking. But with those healings, I don't think we need to. Man. Hounds are so good. Yeah, no kidding. Hounds are so good. He demolished me. Shirley is one of our great assault units, and she still got taken. This will be a good chance for Troy to soak up some experience. And the second that fight's over, assuming Troy takes the whole fight, Isom will be in a position to follow up and finish it off. He needs experience too. All he has are basic units so far. That's not really a great thing. Yes, thank you for wasting that heal. The Hound does 27, and it's got 2 more hits. If he hits the same Hawkman, I gotta go. Nope, nope, nope. The healing cancels that. So as long as he doesn't crit. Don't crit. Ugh. But that was nerve-wracking. So he won again. He won again because of that Hound, man. Those Hounds, they're doing like 100 damage a fight. Lucky for us, he's just going to run now. And we can send Isom, actually. Go ahead and send him up. If we want to, we can even do the fatigue trick. I don't think Katreda's going to catch that, so we'll just send her back. Unfortunately, we'll just send her back. What? Okay. Cut that part. Cut it. Cut that part. Katreda was always going to catch these units. They were fleeing, and that slows them down. So she was always going to catch them. I know this game. Golems plus healing is just ridiculous, especially early in the game. Even low-level golems can they can just tank anything. And then you heal all the damage right off. It's crazy. How did Katreda... Oh, yeah, she was averaging out with the golems. I was going to say, how did her alignment go down? You're fighting literal demons. We'll go ahead and take Isom, pin him to that unit, tell him to finish it. Oh, Leia actually caught up too. And scouting, we've got a good image of 2 more units in the northeast. There is one good way to deal with dragons, and that's magic. Thankfully, Leia, you decided not to combo that thing and get extra damage. One good thing about waiting and letting the enemy come to your... sure, now you do it. About letting the enemy come to your bases is it builds fatigue on them. And then if they try to run away from your bases, they build more fatigue. And then their dragons fight like crap, just like in this fight. That gets the leader. So Leia can just chase that down at her leisure. Maybe never. Maybe later. Okay, another Ogre and a Golem. That's going to be a rough unit to face. But again, thankfully, we can snipe out the leader. Cornelia, the witch, has pumpkin heads. Pumpkin heads. Pumpkin heads are terrors. They're terrors. Their attack cuts a unit's health in half. Whatever it's at, it cuts it in half. And they get a couple of those. Unless you put them in the back row, in which case they get a spell called Pumpkin Shower that cuts several units' health in half. They're nightmares. They're absolute nightmares. And if I can get my hands on some, I absolutely will. No question. Let's see here. So, Katreda, go ahead and just chill here. You can sort of serve as a blocker to keep this dude running away. Isom, take a break. Leia's probably starting to build some serious fatigue. Enough to affect her performance. But based on where she is, there's not really anybody else coming in. I guess the only problem is Dio is in that northwest city by himself. And I've got ogres and stuff coming in. Yeah, I should send somebody up there. Heal Seed. I can try flanking them. That might help. I'm not sure I've got enough time to send anybody up there, though. We'll go ahead and send Rebecca up. Just to be sure that there's something else up there. We'll take Leia. pin them to this unit. Hopefully she'll get a side attack. Nope. Nope. I guess not. Well, that plan ended quickly. Yeah, I think all I'm going to try to do here is get a triple magic and a couple of sword slices on that leader and then run. He'll die if I keep fighting him, and that's great for me. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm in enough danger. Oof, if he had critted, that would have been a death. There we go. But now I'd clearly have to run. That ogre will kill that dude. Okay, that turned out okay. That turned out okay. So you can see how going up against units that are, for the most part, demolishing you, you can still win. You can still beat them and get them out of the way with decent strategy. Down here in the south, I guess there's not really anything to do. There's probably some treasure to pick up south of the river, but that's not really critical. We'll come back to that later. We've got a knight over here and a middling morale city. Let's go ahead and send Troy in that direction. We still need to level him. And how about Aznabel? What's your starting alignment? More chaotic. This group definitely needs some experience. He's got 3 footmen. One of them is in the middle rank. So he's not even doing all of his attacks. For now, it looks like I've blunted any advances that they're making. Nope. Cut that part out. We need to be careful of new units coming in. Oh, look, a berserker named Arnold is coming in with some footmen. I mean, goblins. So Katreda's in an okay position. I should have camped her earlier. She's in an okay position to intercept that. I think that's what we'll do. We'll have Katreda try to intercept it. Hound in the back. Right where we want them. Those things can still crit, man. When a hound crits, if it's your hound, you get a really special tingling feeling all over your body. And when it's against you, it's like when your first girlfriend broke up with you. Good fight, good level up. And if nothing else, that just proves Isam's group is underleveled. He needs to get in there and fight. Oh, that was that was almost a really bad ambush against Katreda. Whoops. All right, Katreda, go ahead and see if you can catch this attack here. Did she just... I told her to attack the unit. Well, how did... I'm so sad. I'm so sad right now. So I lost 2 golem strikes because of that. The good news is they're doing such little damage, they might not be able to win. Even taking out like a third of my damage and having my leader exposed, they still can't win. Hilarious. Oh yeah, their fatigue is almost maxed. I forgot about that. All right, Katreda, please. Please. Whatever. Get in there and fight. I feel good enough about how my units are arrayed right now that I feel like they can handle pretty much any combination of fights that'll come up at this point. Wait a minute. Cut that. I might get embarrassed here in the next couple of minutes. Yeah. The only thing better than having a hound in the back row is having him in the back row and asleep. That helps too. XP farming on Isom. Alright, Katrata. And this does go to show, Katrata has a really underleveled unit, character in her unit. It's kind of a newbie unit that hasn't built its morale stat up yet. They're still winning. They're still just winning. They're hanging in here. It goes to show how having a cleric makes your unit able to really handle assaults. Obviously the golem on the left is the new guy. He was like level 2, something like that. I think the other one's level 7. So there's a bit of a difference in their performance. Oh no, you won. I attacked your highest physical defense guy and you won. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're doing fine. So here we go. Troy actually has some magic damage to stick on that guy. I have to watch the Hawkman on the left because he can get hit by spells. But again, that heal really makes things a lot easier for me to sustain. 3 more physical strikes on that knight. Yep, there we go. That wins the fight for me. So this city is uncovered. There shouldn't be anything actively protecting the city. I should be able to take this and probably move some guys up from the headquarters. Except this is my new staging area. Katrata can go ahead and keep trying to take that out. Yeah, I think they were both fine for liberating, so we'll let them do that. We've got that witch up there. And there's going to be something on that city down there. Troy liberated what? What's the name of that city? Okay. Well, we're going to find that out here in a second. It was interesting. Wow, these guys actually... Oh, it was just the fatigue. I didn't actually take the leader. It was just the fatigue keeping them from running around. Go ahead. Yeah, we should be able to get him this turn. They need... Cut that. I thought they had another attack each. They would only have to average 14 damage each. Which they can do. They can definitely do that. Let's go ahead and see if we can get her off of that level of fatigue. I think that Berserker is retreating anyway. He might be out of our reach based on his position. And this hound shouldn't be too bad. We're just going to play clean up. Clean it up. Get a heal. Get a bow shot. That's it. Another level up, and hopefully that Amazon in the back can switch to a different class. Okay, Isom coming down here. And let's go ahead and send everybody. Let's send everybody forward. Up here in the north, we've got 3 units ready to go. Leia, not ready to go at all. Not even remotely. Rebecca, we want her alignment to come down, so we'll send her to take out that really high alignment platinum dragon up there. And Dio can come down the road a bit. If nothing else, we need to poke at that witch a little bit. We need to be able to hit that witch in such a way that either we take out a unit in one fight, or we can snipe the leader out. The leader's protected, so it's not going to be melee attacks. Yeah, and it's not going to be magic attacks because she resists all that stuff. So really what we want is to be able to wipe out their units with front row damage. Dio might be the best option for that. The thing is, every time you fight them, their pumpkin heads cut somebody's health in half. They hit you twice, you're at a quarter health. That's extremely dangerous. Oh, I'm so... Okay. I thought he was running and he was coming after me. So, here's another benefit of golems. They don't sleep. They don't sleep ever. So if they want to keep coming at me, I can be as fatigued as I want, and they're not going to get my golems asleep. Your golems do perform worse at high fatigue. They still get a stat nerf on them. And obviously I didn't get any healing that fight. But the golems, you know, they escape a lot of the worst effects of morale. No, excuse me, of fatigue. So he got skulled too. Looks like everybody is skulled except for that witch and whatever's down on this city. This city, by the way, is a pretty high morale. Quite high. So we might even want Leia. But we're definitely going to want either Leia or Shirley to capture that. Rebecca up in the mountains. Chasing folks down. So because of how dangerous this witch is, I think we're going to want to stack on her. Send a stack up to fight her all at the same time, because if I damage her units a little bit and she runs back to heal at her base, my people are going to be very damaged. So I can't afford to sit around and try to out-heal her. She's next to her base. I'm far away from mine. Very good, very good, very good. I like it. Okay, Leia's fatigue is up. Let's get her up here with Dio. They can both be part of the stack. I'm not going to send Isom just because that unit is so unpredictable and dangerous at the same time. Katreda can do it. She can get up there and get in the stack. She doesn't have to be able to dish out a whole lot of damage. She just needs to be able to be there to clean up. We've got this very... Well, actually, those goblins are neutral. That's very interesting. They're considered denizens of the underworld, underworlders. So, for them to be neutral is quite surprising, actually. And the Ogre is only a bit chaotic. At the end of the day, it's really useful to have our faction leader be stronger. As in, harder to kill. It'd be great if he was harder to kill. Heal seed. And because we don't really have anything else. Aha, 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 aha. There's a knight down in that bottom corner. I was going to say, because we don't really have a lot else to go by here, we're going to send Woody up this way just to scout out this last city. Probably a defender on it too. So we're going to go check it out. Isom's not going to be able to tank the Ogre, but that's probably for the best. Those things tend to crit. So, yeah. Better if we don't expose him to instant death. Man, even in the back row, that is loads of damage. And for what I remember, these guys are pretty high level compared to where you're expected to be. Isom, how about you just switch to this guy? He's closer. He's also more fatigued. By the time you catch him, he'll be very fatigued. Oh, and we can look at that knight now. We'll take a picture of him before all of our guys turn away from him again. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what their stats are. Their attack is in the neighborhood of a footman, these goblins. And their defense is, I think, a little worse. So you can technically recruit them later on in the game, but there's just not a point. Why would you want something that's at the level of your basic class? And the different classes gain attribute points per level. They gain different amounts of those attribute points, and footmen get like the least. So, yeah, even if you got a goblin to a high level, it's not like you've, you know, found a way to make them stronger. Nah, you'd be better off with a footman. At least he could translate that into a class that could do something. Grafenberg, the Doll Master. Neutral with a very chaotic black dragon. Interesting. I think we're going to try to send Shirley there. The reason why I'm trying to send Shirley after the most chaotic stuff is I want to make sure her dragon has a high alignment so he turns into a platinum dragon. Oh, the witch actually came out. Katrina got close enough to her that she came out. Alright, everybody camp. I want you at 100%. And while we're at it, let's grab Rebecca. She should be pretty well healed by now. Get her over on that stack. Back here in the south, we found a heal leaf. Back here in the south, Isom's going to try to clean this up. And yeah, he's got them pinned on the river. Their health is low. They're fatigued. There's no danger here. Just good strategic maneuvering. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? A Jingasa. Okay. Alright. Not bad. Alright, here in the northeast. This looks like the last unit, other than the knight in the south and the witch in the north. So, other than the 3 units, there aren't any. Shut me up. Somebody shut me up. We're going to stack on the witch as soon as Rebecca gets over there, and that will be her end. This dude in the tent in the middle of the road is actually a problem. I can't get past him to fight the witch without fighting him first. And I don't want to fight an ogre and a golem first. I want to go in completely fresh to hit this witch. So, dude, just please wake up. Found an altar of resurrection. Well, let me just take that altar and stick it in my pocket. The whole altar of resurrection. For all of my veteran units that don't have advanced classes now, they will after this scenario. Absolutely. Alright, finally, let's take a look at what's in this knight's group. Footmen. Footmen and a hawkman. So, they're going to get 7 physical strikes here. That's actually not so bad. It's something I'll have to watch out for. We'll see what their morale, their alignment is. Lawful, neutral, 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 neutral. Yeah, I think we're good to send our faction leader after them, Isom. And again, when they're not exposing the leader, the best you can do is try to knock out specific units. Looks like I'm handling the damage fine. My cleric will erase most of it. Most of their damage. So we're doing pretty well. And from what I remember, this city has very high morale. So I'm going to have to bring somebody else down here to actually capture it. Which is too bad. It's too bad I don't have that in place. Otherwise, Isom could hit them, jump on the city, and just kind of chill while the guy keeps trying to come back. But yeah, I don't want him to end up with a capture at this point, so we're not going to have him do it. Not going to risk it. One way to prevent your clerics from throwing out useless heals is to make sure the damage gets cycled so that you've always got units that are damaged but not very damaged. If they heal a unit you didn't really want to have healed, that one can cycle in for the next round of combat. So, yeah, we're doing pretty well on health here. If I had another strike, might be able to take that footy down. As it is, though, we've been able to knock out 2 of their footmen. That's it. That's how you do it. You got to erode them. If you can't just KO the leader, you got to try to erode them. So let's go ahead and get Shirley started down here, since she has to be the one to take it. Actually, have we gone into any of these cities? I guess we went into that one. And we haven't gone into this one. So let's have Linus tell us what these people think. The Central Division has sent reinforcements. You afraid? What are you going to do? Are you really going to liberate Palatinus? Yeah, just not you, buddy. Just not you. Bitter people that are mad about other people accomplishing things. That's that guy. All right, send him in. Dio is going to front the fight. Follow with Leia. Hopefully her magic can snipe anything that's left, or if I have to, I can reverse her formation to get physical damage. Maybe we clean up with Rebecca. If anything, pumpkins are really good against units that have fewer targets because they end up reducing those few targets to very low health. Very, very, very low health. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here comes the witch. It's actually really difficult to defeat a Pumpkinhead's unit on damage too, because cutting your life in half, if you're fully healed, that's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. We're going to go for weakest. Hopefully that means they're going to hit this Pumpkinhead on the side and take him out. Those are the real dangers in this fight. The fact that there's 2 knights in here to follow up on... Ouch. Ah, crud. To follow up on those attacks just makes them even stronger. So, without a really big crit off of the Amazon, we're not going to be able to take out that thing. Yeah. A crit would have done it, but we didn't get a crit. And we're probably going to lose the fight. Cut that out. Cut that out. Even though they did that, we won the fight. So, Dardanelles. Morale 50. Yeah, anybody can take that. Or at least Dio can. Dio. Probably should have cycled your people. I definitely should have cycled your people. Good. So we took out one of the pumpkins. That's a giant piece of their main damage. A giant piece. Oof. And they've still got one more physical strike to throw against that fencer. Snick. Those fencers with their swords going snickety snick. Snickety snack. Ouch. That's the thing, man. Those pumpkin heads. Even that you're technically winning the fight against them, they are weakening something. Something is gonna get weak. Period. Alright, who gets to go? Who gets to go? There's 2 knights, a pumpkin head, and a witch. It'd be nice if I could kill that pumpkin head, but I don't think that's going to happen. These are all, except for Dio, positively aligned units. Alright, how about this? We're just going to cycle his swordsman around, put her in the middle so she can actually hit, and we'll send him after the witch's unit, Cornelia. If we're not careful, we send her into retreat, she'll head back to the enemy headquarters to heal up. And that'll make it take a bit longer to be able to finish her. So it'd be better if that didn't happen. We're not targeting leader. Good, 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 good. So I'm not 100% on what's going to happen here. We should come out on top on damage. They've only got 4 strikes. 1 really strong one off of the pumpkin, and then 3 off of their knights. I don't think they have the ability to capitalize on their damage anymore, which is great for us. Oh, something terrible that can happen. If you crit an enemy, you tend to push them into the square behind them if they're capable of entering into that square normally. And if you crit a pumpkin head and push it into the back, instead of doing its pumpkin attack, it does its pumpkin shower attack, which is just it'll demolish you. And you can even take them from the front line, crit them twice, and put them in the back row and have them do it 2 times, which is possibly the strongest unit in the game at that point. Not sure if there are any units that can avoid a Pumpkinhead's attack. I think you can block it as if it were a magic attack. But other than that, I don't think you can actually avoid the damage. And if you block it, it may block it as if it were like doing half damage. Okay, Shirley took our city in the south. Isom can finally get on there and heal up a little bit. And here's this ogre. This ogre that we've been playing footsie with the whole time. Trying to avoid going head to head with him. Man, that damage. From what I remember, their stat growth is okay. Ogres, their stat growth is okay. Late game, a golem with their massive defense, especially if you evolve them, is the better choice. But man, at this stage in the game, if there was a way to get ogres now, I would totally do it. Oh no, can I win this fight? Oh yeah, I can. As soon as I did any damage, I won. And I think, you know what? With those two units up in the mountains, with the Dollmasters group, with them being weakened so much, this is a good chance to level somebody. I guess I'll send Katrata up there. She should be able to heal most of the damage they do off. Who can we send? Troy. Troy, go get some experience, boy. Go do anything, boy. Alright, Shirley, they seem to like you here. How about you see what they're going to tell us? It seems the Southern Division is moving troops this way. Something's not right. They are pretty messed up. I heard their ranks include monsters. It'd be great if you heard that gossip before facing all of the Underworlders. Kind of to sort of set the mood, kind of set your expectations, but oh well. Let's see. How do you think this is going to turn out? 6 attacks? 2 attacks. 6 attacks? 2 attacks. And I don't think we've gone into the fort. Let's see what the fort people say. Yeah, I was seeing double last night, but it wasn't a dream. I saw monsters. You believe me, right? Yes, I have killed them. I've killed almost all of them. Troy finally gets to get a piece of some actions. Isn't that how that saying goes? Nice crit, nice crit. Not exactly a vote of confidence when your commander only wants you to fight the enemy when they're dead asleep. You, Troy, wait for them to go to sleep. Yeah, I'll feel a lot better if you wait for them to go to sleep. Aww. But boss, I can do this. I know I can. Yeah, nah, wait for them to go to sleep. Maybe I should just kind of go for it. Yeah, Shirley, just get in there and kill that other dragon. Show them whose dragon is better, Shirley. Show them whose dragon is the best. The last full enemy unit standing. Actually, it looks like his characters are pretty well leveled. That Dollmaster has over 100 hit points. It's a fairly high number of hit points for this stage of the game. Like, it's got about as many hit points as my dragon does. So they're probably a level or 2 at least above me. Big bite. Medium bite. Okay bite. It was not a crit bite. I think only this unit's incredible lack of firepower allowed me to win that fight. Nice crit bite. Baby D. You were listening. You're such a good D. Yeah, what a good D. So now none of their remaining units have leaders in them, except for the boss. This boss is a little weird. You can actually finish the level without beating him. You can actually do that. He'll actually chase you away from the headquarters, so you can get him to chase you, for example, off into the Barrens in the northwest, and then have someone run up the road and just capture the headquarters. Troy, your performance against that defenseless, unconscious unit was acceptable. You did an acceptable job. Hopefully someday you'll be able to do a competent job. Whoa, 20. It has a morale of 20. Linus, are you up for that? Are you up for a very low alignment city? I sure hope so, because nobody else can do it. She's got her undead group. If you're at a 0, you should still be able to liberate a city that's at 20. Surely. Nobody told you to go fight the boss. Oh. What are you doing? Those foul creatures. What are those monsters? Are you out of your mind? If not for you, the revolution, this wouldn't have... Ariosh. So, first we run. Ugh. No. Oh. Oh, crud. So, that ogre did like 50 damage. He's got 2 more attacks. Yeah. Also, that ogre is level 20. Most of mine are around 8. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how to scare those units away. Otherwise, I'm never going to be able to clear them. Finally, he gets to make a strike. Mediocre. You must be almost asleep. That's some XP right there. That is some real XP. Linus liberated this stronghold, Gerukayo. Oh, thank goodness. I knew you, well, I suspected you could do it, Linus. I had a feeling that it might be possible for you to do it, Linus. Since you were so good as to get permission to go into the city, have a chat. Let's have a little chat. You guys are beginning to look respectable. I used to think you had a snowball's chance in heck. But it looks like you've proved me wrong. Vive la Revolution! How did she learn French all of a sudden? They have French in this fantasy world? I don't know. I might go ahead and cheese the boss. I might. Because he did a staggering amount of damage to me in one round of combat. Left my baby D at 4. My baby D. So we are definitely not having Troy fight that unit. No. No. Where's he going? Is he going around the desert to try to get to... Is that what he's doing? Well, whatever he's doing, surely you're not getting another opportunity like this. Go get him. He's going after Troy. Okay. Come get me. Yeah, come get me. Oh, thankfully she liberated it. What are those monsters? Answer me. The general, he That's enough, Isom. What on earth are they? I can't say if those creatures are truly ogres, but that particular feeling, that infernal aura, I've felt that before. Infernal aura? That means either they've succumbed to the way of darkness, or they came from the netherworld. They're denizens of the netherworld, aren't they? What did you do? The general, he sacrificed the people who ate the fruit of the netherworld. Their bodies burst from the inside, and the denizens of the netherworld, the ogres, appeared. Netherworld? Ogres? What are you... Don't tell us a lie just because you don't know what you're dealing with. The ogre battle is only a legend, isn't it? No. There we are. I've got a little bit of follow-up to do with the last area. I'll check here and see if we've got some promotions we can do. Hey, Isom's group can actually get any kind of firepower in it now. We're going to pick up a couple of knights. And the little Amazon gets to become an archer. Fantastic. Yeah, I could make it a double cleric group. It'll never win a fight. Never die. Never win a fight. Dio gets an archer too. That's really good. I want Dio to stay a sort of neutrally aligned physical damage based group. So having an archer in there fits that. Shirley's other Amazon isn't ready to be a Valkyrie yet, which is kind of annoying. And that pretty well does it. Yeah, so we're investigating the previous area, Gunther Piedmont. And guess what? We've got Dio back in his hometown. Hey, Dio, you're back! We missed you! You're gonna stay at home now, right? No? You're not? You didn't come back to live with us? When are you coming back? I promise I'll never waste money, so please, please... Nah, never mind. Looks like you like it. We'll be okay. So kick some butt and become a tough knight, okay? Sir Aznabel, I was hoping to see you again. And who might you be? We were taken prisoners at the Gunther mine. You helped us survive. Without your encouragement, we would have lost all hope. I just did what I had to do. Don't make a big deal over it. I'd join you if I could, but I'm no soldier. Please take this. This helmet has been passed down through the history of Alba. I have no use for it. Helm of the Fearless. A very good helmet. And it's purple, like him. Haven't seen you in a while, Katrina. How are you doing? Please don't worry. They're very good to me. That's great. Your mother entrusted me with this. My mother? She asked me to give this to you when you grew up. If you must sell it, it will fetch a good price, but I would try not to. Angel's Brooch. That's it. We finished off Dardanelles this time. And next we're going to be heading on to Alba Castle. Get to take another look at General Godeslas. All right, that's it. See you next time.